Lama dai gunjo Rinpoche namba sumgi dada simje tamje lo che zunda ora chingi labdo so che lamdo da ora chingi labdo so lamdo baza ora chingi labdo so tuna ishi so jar ora chingi labdo so tobe ranji da ora chingi labdo so tuji shenji membara chingi labdo so tende tabla chebara chingi labdo so teza tendan dembara chingi labdo so Tui yermende bora jengi labdo so kanda jojo dongi jikde na dije loma jirba kan so da tengde dembe chige chabe nyambar deba damje dirde she namariya damba laye gena luda ne jengi lalbunda dami genam doha gengi dage jizambura tamche ke do dage jide do namgada nyambe simje tamje Lama me bayang dabara dobe sonji ye ko wan Rinpoche jene jang dabara ja de yi che do dambe chu sammo sembara ye ko nyambe tuki yang dabara zol dab de sembara isho de yang ay kan sembara jawe chu ne deringi kapsu baba ne geze chenpo shi tokmi ki sung geze la len so dume ti sammo shiwa le tate kapsu baba ne Dine shola kanye sumju soni ki kapsu baba re hindu sochi sumju sochi. So so normally yes not start our practice being Maya in a practice adjusted our mind to be perfect state pure bodhicitta such as a relative Bodhisattva that is dedicating. First, of course, we take refuge Buddha Dharma Sangha with the devotion, and then generating bodhicitta, which means we are dedicating all our practice, get enlightenment for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception, free from forever from suffering, and bring them happiness forever. So that's our attitude should be adopted when we are listening. Dharma purpose for this, and that is a beginning. You have to preliminary adjust our mind to keep on that state of mind to listen and teaching. That normally that's important to remind you and important you to adopt it that way and cultivate that way. So we are now among these Bodhisattva Ngulchu Tokme, who wrote this 37 stanza of Bodhisattva Way to Enlightenment. And we are today here is 31. So which means hope to finish today. Yes, 31, so that means not long we have. And here is this stanza saying, Rangi tulpa rangi matana, chubizuki chuminche si pes. So this case, we examine our mistake, wrong. We must examine ourselves. Rangi tulba meaning one's own illusion. One must examine what mistake we did. So that is the kind of, if don't do this, then make big mistake. What the mistake will do is, if you don't look at ourselves, begin what state of my mind, what is my word using, what my physical conduct, if you don't have examine moment what you are practicing. So that case, that is one's illusion with negative side, So you have to examine that you one's negative. Chubizuki. So why important is looking my fault, my defect? What the benefit by doing that? That is but you can maybe, if you don't examine yourself, clarify yourself, that what happened is you pretending you are Dharma practitioner, but then you mentally wrong attitude, and that bring you verbally wrong speech and physically wrong speech. And so this will be the caused by one not examine one mistake begins. Suppose that looking say you should be examine our own defect, fault. And second say, why that? Because this will be make, sometimes we are not really doing pure practice to benefit temporarily. You need some kind of purity, especially when you get enlightenment, you do have the total awakening bodhisattva. So this is important, but if you don't have things mistaken what we do in speech, mind, body, and then you will continually kind of adding more negative and you never done. So this is very important, avoiding pretending to Dharma. We can do easily, I'm a good person. To where I'm a good person, I want to people see me a good person. Also, I want to do good because I get more fame and name out of that. And so I'm kind of doing for temporarily gain, temporarily need, but not thinking actually really benefit. But that kind of temporary gain doesn't help you temporarily benefit you yourself also. So knowing this, then we avoiding pretending more or less. You look like we're doing it, but actually we're not doing it. So it's similar that all we can do, I can be with, say nice things, do nice things. But inside, I have negative attitude is that I'm doing this, maybe I put down that person. I'm better than that person. Maybe I'm more victorious. People can treat me better than that person. But I can do so good. The aim is I want to put down the other. I want to better. So this kind of attitude you're thinking in your mind, this attitude, say word or do things, you're not doing good either. You're really bad shape that because you're mentally influenced. And the mind is very important that way because the mind is like king. He's the boss there. What you think you're saying, what you think or you do. So this case, first place we have to examine what my state of mind, So this is a quite important part being Buddhist, and sometimes Buddhist people think this way, that way, high practice, low practice, this, and they jumping around and they don't get any goal from it, result from it. Because of that is kind of chasing. I want to easily, and I'm just on the high practice. I want to have deep practice, profound practice, unusual practice. So, and that we're using, our motivation is that I'm looking for simple, easy, not difficult for my mind, body. And so that is I'm looking for. But when it comes to point two from Dharma practice, you have to honor yourself. Mainly, very much you are mindful, your mind, what state of your mind, positive or negative, When you can, that's for mindful Buddha talk many times from beginning to come abiding practice until you become high Madhyamikas or Mahamudras or Mahasandhi, all these different stages in high practice, but always Buddha say mindfulness, Mindfulness is very important. You know how to say great perfection is just a high practice, You say how to say these things. And then you are not really inside mind, really have that state, your mind that state, but intellectually you know how to say. It doesn't help. You need to be truly adopted in your mind, purify mind, and try to dispel all the mental habit, which is negative things, to bring the positive with honesty, truthful there. That is very, very important for the practitioner, So this is somewhat is very important. I may say, all we talking about this whole week, maybe this is a very important part. What we talk there, so many things. You missing good attitude, then all these good things, wonderful things we hear, it does not work. So this reason, this stanza teaching this first time, look on your fault and examine that. If you don't, then you will be more pretending. Chubi means like kind of form of Dharma practitioner, but actually you don't have. So this is pretty much, I said, pretending. Pretending Dharma practice, you are not really practice. So that is important to correct your mind honestly, truthfully. And so in this case, you need a great compassion to correct that negative. A great sense of devotion. So devotion part is you admire the Buddha and Bodhisattva quality, perfection, realizations. That's important. Then you attracted, you striving to get that one. That you aim to get practice, So devotion is very important, encouraging you practice. And compassion make you, every action we do all become part of enlightenment. So that case, mind part is not necessary you sit down and question to practice Dharma to get enlightenment. You walk outside the world. You can also gain realizations. We're not doing it this because we are not mindful. Anything what you do, what you say, mind should be there all the time, completely. And then you're doing okay. You're training your mind from the carelessly, crazy thought coming and let go all over. So when you do concentrated one pointly, whatever the subject you're doing it, even you do walking, driving, writing, reading, studying, your mind is where what you're doing, you concentrate it on. Then you're practicing, so you don't need any temple, anywhere to go. Stay wherever you are. You're cleaning, cleaning, dishes. You're cooking. It's always you're mindful. You cooking, you should know you're cooking now. So you're aware fully. Your awareness is like concentrating on the cooking. So that cooking become your practice, But normally, you see, as we know, all we know is that I'm doing here something. My mind is all over the world, Certainly, I was doing something here, but then my mind is crazy. Something come up my mind, I get so much angry. Some certainly get very desire and crying. Sometimes fall into very stupid, not know what is doing, where you are. So all these things are coming because our weakness or our mindfulness bring us to that kind of state. So this is a very important part of chapter. So last is teacher guntu rangi tulpa last. So this illusion allowed your mind to crazy. What caused you? So here say this the problem come if you let your mind crazy. Therefore, guntu means always. Always one's illusions, one is kind of thought. Teacher guntu rangi turbala takne pangpa means that always think of your state of mind is confusion state or pure state. And very well examine that. Most time beginning we have all negative there, that illusion is not positive, negative. And examine that, immediately avoid that, dispel that, avoid that, bring your mind. The mindfulness means that aware that is negative, aware you need to bring the peaceful, aware your mind, fully aware where you are. So that case, see the pole and examine the pole and then remove the pole. All the Bodhisattva that who are following, attaining enlightenment on the path, always they will be pause, look at the affected mind, our mind, then look at what will cause this. Then I'm not really doing good. I'm pretending everything. And so this caused me be more kind of continually no mindfulness and continually building my mind. And so aware that immediately you have to cut that thought, avoid it, but not me just say take and think, throw away. But mentally you have to bring mind back to the concentrations. And so that's the way the British song Bodhisattva who wish to get enlightenment, they follow a path like that. That is the way to Bodhisattva follow the path of enlightenment. They will do this practice that way. That is the one who keep our mind that state in that way. Then we are walking on the path of enlightenment. So therefore, this chapter teaching that part. So that is kind 31. And now 32, I will start again. Nyamo onki gese shindaki nyeba lingna dani nyam jures. So that's powered by my afflicted mind. I will have the other bodhisattva, to other bodhisattva, due to my afflicted mind, then I will see a defect, a problem for other bodhisattva. So then I try to think of this problem they have. Then I'll be discuss with the people problem, this problem, that problem. If you have that way, have conversation, gathering, so that case, what you do is you are violating Bodhisattva Bhava. So so if you kind of have conversation or look at them badly, other fall, especially those who are the kind of victorious son, the Bodhisattva precisely following the path, my negative reflecting them, what they're doing is wrong, then I'll thinking wrong, I'm talking to people wrong, bring other people get the wrong views, addition to my own wrong views. So what I'm getting defect with this will be violating your Bodhisattva Bhava. So that is happening if you do so. Because our nyamo onki meaning power by my afflicted mind. So very powerful angry, powerful desire, powerful stupidity. All these three poisons is very powerful come to my mind. This make I'm talking to Bodhisattva defect, problem. And sometimes we have the problem. It's some pure being there. We think that person has problem, but actually this is exactly I have this problem. So when I have this problem, then I reflecting on his pure, stainless mind, reflecting my problem. Then I think the problem he has, but actually I have this problem become. I see that he have problems. So this case that is very important to not to say things, not do these things, not allow this kind of motivation and thought like this. It will be caused to you violate Bodhisattva Bhava, because beginning every session of practice we say I take refuge Buddha Dharma Sangha, and I'm practicing this all perfect, attain enlightenment for benefit all sentient beings. I want to get all beings to benefit any sentient being, but then I'm following Bodhisattva way. Bodhisattva do that, and they say that they live that way, purely that way. They actually not come back to samsara. They staying continually with moving forward. Pause to 2 seconds, second to 3, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then he'll get enlightenment. He's on the way like that, so that he has much purity than we have. But again, our impurity reflecting them, because our afflicting mind always sees negative, not see, anything positive. Due to my mind is an afflicted mind, and that afflicted mind powerful, then I see other bodhisattva have such pure being, I see defect them. Then I'm thinking that way, problem they have. Even I discuss with people, other people get the wrong views too. So that is very bad to one of this kind of attitude to violating our own bodhisattva vows. Dani nyam jurves, because means I will decreasing or falling downfall to my bodhisattva vow. So therefore that is very bad to think that way and do that way. This have to do with the ordinary people look as a bodhisattva, get wrong views. Tekpa chila yukbe kanza ki nyeba memer gese lali. So that is what we do. This is the problem. This is not the bodhisattva way to walk to enlightenment. So whoever following the bodhisattva path and practicing, am I a practitioner? This individual, I would not say word about the bad thing about them, and also not think of that bad. So bodhisattva, they do not look at other problem, and they rejoicing and look at the quality side, but not to be negative side. So bodhisattva, who is following the path of enlightenment, they will not do these things, and they never have that kind of attitude and to their life. So that is the kind of 32 stanza giving that. So that is normal that we have. Sometimes we practicing lesson teaching and starting teaching. Sometimes pop into those problems, Sometimes we know we're doing practice, we are very serious and listening bodhisattva path, and some of the wonderful, I feel that's very good. So that kind of sense of devotion come, and then I have sense of the care other being also begin. So these are very powerful. So what this will do is sometime we have so much sins, negativity, obscure our mind. But this is kind of piled up in the mind. But such devotion and compassion to pure things, you want to be purity, you want to be follow this, excited this, and you try that. So this will be bring past negative karma to come out. So certainly you get a little angry, come to meditation, go out, you get upset. Emotion, sometimes not know what happened. I'm not doing anything, just uncomfortable. Then I get projected outside, wrong there. So I miss coming like that. So this is a very important to know. When we have that meaning your practice is really doing good. Practice is affecting you. Practice is doing very well. Now you note addition to don't be decrease your practice, but increase practice. And try to read book to make devotion to generate more. Read the book, the compassion to expand it more. And then staying very strongly, bring other condition to bring staying in state, not to following this negative what come up. That come up because we practice to make store. For instance, this cup have pile of lots of dirty in there, maybe dirty, smelly things there. So it's kind of pile of long time there. So if you have so thick dirty on this cup, some water sprinkle around us. What happen is get wet, these dirty things, dry things get wet. Then what bring this is some smell sometime. And sometimes what you do is, this dirty live there because smell now, so dry back. So it's still there. You never get remove that things. And sometimes this happening, sometimes when you practice, and many people suddenly give up the practice, So this time they don't know how to handle. So this one get wet and smell come. What telling your practice? You practice telling pour more water. It'll wash away completely. But we don't do wash away. We more or less dry them back because they don't want to smell bad, So still this thing there. Similar like the one practice, sometimes this is experience. I have some experience. I'm not good practitioner, but sometimes through the lesson of my teacher and the reading and thinking of their quality perfection, sincerely, I think that this is great in this path. I'm rejoicing myself. And then sense of compassion, also a little bit light coming, and sense of devotion come. Then that moment I feel so happy. this is the way to do it. I'm close to enlightenment. I feel that. And then after session go out, I find something really bad there. I have emotion, and some cause the anger, some desire, sometimes ready to action there. And so that is happened. We all can happening. So I'm telling you, everything was not wonderful in the past because we don't do wonderful in the past. So that is coming back to purify through your practice. Good practice can host that. Simple practice will not come that. And like Nyungne 8% Bao Truking, the Nyungne practice is one of this really store out. So in the Bodhisattva practice, you do correctly, precisely few days, and you will get that experience too. So you have to know, I get it now. That is my practice. Give me this. Now I want to knock out, remove these things. I put all kind of method to bring myself in the middle of path, work on it. And someday you can pull off. Then sometimes you will have more enjoyable practice there. And sometimes bump into that because our so much thick there is not move one time. So this case, it's also what is that means here also is the same thing. So I'm going to say now we go to 34 stanza, 33 stanza. Nyengkru onki pension zuijur sings, tesam kompe jawa nyamjur ves. So this is in generally monks, lamas, a bit, some learned people, we put much more. So this what is saying, Nyengkru onki meaning by the power of the somebody respect you, somebody venerate you, somebody care you. So actually this case, you want to be somebody practice, somebody give me, say, oh, he's high, somebody bow, somebody respect, somebody see you different than themselves. So then I want to have that. Very strongly, I want to have that. And so then I can see somebody doing like me, equal somebody doing good things just like I'm doing. So then what I get is I getting fight with them. Because fighting for gain, my name, my fame, and other people want to do the same. I don't want them to have that. So we get kind of become quarreling between to getting attainment for worldly things. In this case, prayer and respect, gain, name, fame, all these things. So wishing this one, and we see someone doing same things, we get fight with them, get jealous of them, and so this is happening that. So. This is the worst thing we can think that way, because decreasing all these hearing, reflecting, and meditation activity. Because you are chasing fame, name, game, prosperity, whatever you need, worldly thing. So you are kind of fighting, crawling, getting better than the other one, and you get jealous if somebody getting equal to me. So this make the fighting each other. This cause you to decreasing your hearing teachings, because you will not study carefully and hearing teaching, because you're chasing the name and game, and you're not caring really important to hearing the Dharma to make more, because Dharma is opposite of that. But your aim is name, game, fame. Dharmas don't do that. That will not lead you nowhere, and more suffering and pain. So someone who's really interested that way, they were not listening. Even someone have that kind of attitude, they never got hearing teaching, and they never have reflectings. Then after all, they will not meditate on the practice, So all this Dharma activity will decrease, because you are kind of fighting and quarreling to gaining all this worldly name and fame. So that more important become. Day and night, you're jealous, anger, proud, and stupidity, all these things carrying on your mind, and you're just like zombie working on. And so you losing all the hearing, reflecting meditations. What you had before also decreasing them. What you don't have, you never get more. So this reason here say what you do for this. Zashi kim dan jinda kim namla chakpa pangpa gese lali. So zashi kim means that your father, mother, and your friend, husband, wife, children, who really clinging to them. So that we call zashi, was kind of close family among who care and who love, who attach, who crying. And that's called zashi kim, meanings kind of, those are the kind of, which bring you most time attachment, crying them. It's when you crying and attachment them, that will make you are completely accumulating to more attachment, more crying. But when you attach someone, you get angry there too. Somebody doesn't like who you attach. Your father, mother is very important. Somebody say anything about your father, you get upset, angry. And your friend, your wife, and children, who you really love them, and always you think they're beautiful, they're wonderful. But if somebody complain, this begin you don't like it, that then you get upset with them, you can dispute, or somewhat they says, what do you say? And my father's not like, my mother's not like, and my children not like that. My wives are wonderful, beautiful. So this way you try to protect, and when you that way take side, then your anger is developing. Basically, you have that. So this can get anger. So this case, this is happening now there. How we can avoid this not to come to you is like you let go all your relative that you attach so much. And also, we attach somebody giving me money, take care, love and kind, supporting my health, supporting my comfort, All these people become, I love them. But I'm the attachment. I attach because they're giving me this. I don't want to lost that one. So get attached. That is also addition to your family. You get relationship that way, become too much attached. And so this case, your attachment to your parent who help you, the Buddhist say the benefactor who support you, food and clothes and place to live. So these people you attached, because they doing good to you, you want to be them to everything good. So that also your family, as I'm saying, so all they doing is the concern about you, and you attach back, you crying. So this make you are completely denied, indifferent, no one have any problem. You don't care. You don't care because someone who indifferent, meaning said nothing to do with you. They're not my family, not my friend. Even I don't know them. But I deny that. But because I loved my who helped me or who is close to me, attached, relative to my family, take very much serious them and cling them so much. But when you clinging, all the other emotion coming along with that, this causes you angry, this causes jealous, this causes greed, this causes proud, and then you are not get back nature of your mind back to pure because obscuring, diluting that. And so this case that important to let go these things. Zashi kimda jinda kimda means zashi means family, kimda means who gives support to your life, give clothes, food, money, and so on. So that you clinging. So that attachment has to be cut through. You have to cut off. Chakpa pangpa gese lale is the Bodhisattva who follow the path to get enlightenment. They avoiding that. They not allow that to come to my mind. Then what they do instead, they care in different one. They care indifferent one because indifferent one want to be happy. And they're looking for happy and cause of happiness. But due to their ignorance, they want to be happy, but they're causing the loss of unhappiness. Nothing to do with me, but same time they have same. Then talk to my family, my father, my wife. They want to be happy too. They want to be happy. They want to cause to happy. And they don't want to suffering. They don't want the cause of sufferings. So then this case, the two of them, one is indifferent one is my family. I love them. One is I ignore them. I don't care. Why? Because I'm not clinging there. My attachment not there. So I ignore that this indifferent person need happiness. I think my wife need more happiness than anyone. I love her, and that's my dedicate. So it's whoever, my parents, children, whoever I love, they are more important than indifferent one. So that makes attachment is so strong, it creating all other person to come. You're miserable, Being you have a wife, you not get enlightenment. In that case, every American sometimes they 3-4 times they marry. So that means 3-4 times they have a wife. No get nowhere. Get suffering more. Each time married, they have more suffering, more pain, more confusion. And they can talk about how much problem they have. So that means that family attachment goes more suffering, more pain. So indifferent in this, our attachment, some craving of friendship, indifferent one, no different is they want to be happiness. All this indifferent one or my loved one, same. You questioning them. Do you want happy? Of course. I want to do happiness and cause to happiness, but I don't know how to do it. You don't want to suffer, and cancer is no, I don't want to suffer. I don't know how to make not to suffer. So this is the case. What we're talking about is now. So you know what causes suffering. Obviously, anything through speech, mind, body to do negative things, that causes sufferings. But constantly we do speech, mind, body negative. But we want to be happiness. But we doing is negative constantly. So in this case, you have to acknowledge is what the cause make happiness, what cause make the suffering. So you avoiding that. If you want to be happy, you do more cause of happiness. You don't want to not happy and unhappiness. You don't want to have unhappiness. Stop doing negative things through speech, mind, body. It's that way, simple, clear there, we can get, but you know how to do it. But even someone doesn't know what is right or wrong, but most of us here in this room, almost we know what is good to do. Also we say, you are, Buddha says in the soul, Rangi Lula Pelong La Yona never magic things. How I know, sometimes we question myself, how I know what is good, what is the bad. Buddha says, Rangi Lula Pelong La Yona never magic. Meanings, you example your own body, on yourself. Somebody do something you like, that means you should okay to do yourself to other. In somebody do something, you get happy, comfortable, comfort. So no, this is what I do to other. I can get comfort them physically, mentally, all these things. So this easily example by your own body. Buddha says, Rangilula Pelonga, meaning be your own body's example. What's the good or that's bad? So that you try to learn and experience yourself, decide it that way, which is the right thing. Then he says, Example, keep on the body what make better for good for you. And that is you act to other. So that's easily. Somebody pray me, I'm happy too. And somebody give me medicine, I'm happy and cure my disease. So anything they do something good, I will be happy. So I know this make me happy. I can make happy other by this, So that's what we learn, So so this is the example says just example your own body to which is the right thing we can do for other is how people give things the right to you you get better benefit you then that you should be to other so very important part that you are so this case you're not attached to family, attached to someone who care you too much. It doesn't mean you detach either, but don't attach and crying. So you more crying that side, then get caused lots of anger there because somebody doesn't like that person. I don't like that person too. So then all these, I have so many people doing good for me, so many relative I have. Anyone harm and say bad things, I'm upsetting, I'm getting angry. So anger come from that. If don't have positive place, I have no attached these things, I don't have angry cause. So that's why one of the emotion you remove completely from your mind, you have no other condition, other emotion can be around your mind. You're doing good, but you have takes time to knock out one of them even. So anyway, so this is how let go everything's here. So this specific chapter say, Zaishi, like family, and you are someone who care, giving things for you, comforting you, so you're clinging them. So these are do not attach. The Bodhisattva want to get enlightenment, follow the path, they will not attach this, not craving these things. If they don't craving this, then they don't have indifferent. They will equal how much I love, wish to other my friend, family to happy. I want to indifferent on happy. How much I want to free suffering my family, I want to indifferent on too. And then anger is the additional one. It was very much talk about that. Anger is also among these poison. Anger is the worst actually, but anger you can deal with the anger how. Then I think you are more benefiting. And for rest emotion is a kind of you can work out them doing many methods to make them to reduce and come down, and slowly you can root of them also. But anger is the kind of one of them huge things. We all have something. We like someone. You like someone, then obviously you don't like someone. If you someone you like, they all doing good thing to you, therefore you like it. But now you have many of them doing good to you, but also many of them not good thing to you. So that not good things, you don't do good thing to you, this is of course subject to anger. Who is nice to you, that's such a subject to attachment. So that relative is kind of negative and enemy is negative. But we're not neutral is that someone indifferent. You nothing to do, good or bad, some on there. But then you ignore them. Certainly, I have nothing to do with them. But I have chance to have benefit, I will not do it because they never done me anything. I don't like it. And so then indifferent one is become completely ignorant part going there to completely dark. That's happening. So and so this case that anger part is very very serious. somebody did something, immediately something, even word, I hear something, certainly I get angry, I angry. So why this person telling me what you say? And sometimes immediately they want to fight there because word make you angry, angry make the word come out of your mouth. And other people hear, then they're not pleasant there too. So then obviously you get fight there. So anger become exposed. And so again, it's Buddha path, Buddhist mind of path, there are no activate or quick you get enlightenment any other method than your anger. Anger bring you enlightened quicker. That's interesting, Look like anger is terrible. But your deep sense, anger is very beneficial. But you have to handle that, When you use anger, normally anger come, I don't think so you're ready, because that's the reason you have to practice daily. Generally, the practice is best, is compassion. So anyway, here is the Buddha says, also, how I can be enemy become my love, my, send love, compassion to them. So this first place, why he become my enemy? That means I did anger and caused to suffering and pain to him in last life sometime. Now this lifetime, he come to get back. You borrow from me. Now I am to get back. So give me. So in that case, he didn't cause me. I caused that. So in that case, I should be take it. You should be say thank you. I did that, and now I'll be kindly, gently, lovingly give back you what I owe. So in that case, not his problem. My problem, because I was the beginning start. Therefore, this coming cause and effect and cause happening. That's what we call suffering, Now, this case, I will have opportunity now. I want to dispel and purify and cut all this karma. All I want to creating the lots of negativity, put myself in the hell realm. So these two things are in my hand now. But my enemy offered me this. So I have to decide that case. So now he offered me great benefit there if I'm smart enough to use that opportunity. But then when I'm stupid, not knowing so much, then I can acting fight back, he hit back me. I'll cause lots of problem, this causing me to hell realm. So that is also. But if I can see, well, this is my karma in past life. So now I want to stop right the root of this poison, not have any more any trash left there. So that way I thinking, well, this man very mean to me because he offered me opportunity now. He become not my object of anger. In fact, he giving great benefit to me here. I have to take it, leave it. But most time we want to act negatively, so that's why we are in samsara. So then if you take it, what you have causing me this suffering, anger, then I look at first place, my karma causing me this privation. So now I have to be responsible to get rid of this cause, this suffering, this anger. I can do it because I can make the truly first place, the anger come cause and effect. Anger have no tangible anything essence there. Anger is the empty. Why the dependent originated? I'm and he and karma caused this action and become anger now. So anger was the dependent originated. So what the Buddha always repeat, say, all the dependent origination is empty. Anger is truly emptiness, not really existing there. In that case, then you directly you can look essence of the anger, not looking the cause and the fact. Look at it. Who's angry first place? I am the who angry. Who I am, I'm not exist here. Then what anger is? No color, no shape, anything I can make, any shape there. The anger itself empty, then you can bring your mind state of the totally negative, positive state of the calm and clear state of mind. And then this will be purifying all this karma. So you may not need to continually repeating these things. But if you take this opportunity, you do practice that way, and that is a big favor for you, and you are really good. So if you don't angry, he does make cause not angry to me. I not have this opportunity. And he caused me this opportunity. If I'm smart enough to take this opportunity as kind of skillful, mean to be work on completely root of this. And then that case you stay in a state of meditation. Then if you have really realized emptiness, no emptiness, and staying with emptiness, so it's very glimpse, like this snapping fingers duration, you knock out all impurities. So now that case, the anger can purify negative karma. Since the beginning last time, many on you accumulated killing, stealing, lying, all these things, anger, desire, jealous, all this. Long time we are this hobby, this customated. A long time we have. So this makes sometimes we are hopeless. We cannot get out from here. But if you work with the anger skillfully, directly, then one moment of the patient purify everyone's negative karmas. That is to call Mayana this quick fight than other practice of Buddhism. So because this method is so powerful, but we have to know, can we apply this, this method? And we can do it. And that's the problem. Sometimes we are married, not enough, purification not enough. You come back, go, and never get work on it. So this way, so far, we are continually on this world. So this way, look at anger is kind of more beneficial than other emotions. So this is the way to Mayana practice of them. But Mayana practice is very wonderful like this. But we hear this. So we can think, did this method use it? I'm not use it. I read it, leave there. And wonderful to read. I'm happy to read. I know I have this. But I've never practiced with this. Practice, you have to repeat again also. The mindfulness is very important. So anger is a must effective. And so up to all, you can, before you anger the person who caused your anger, up to all you analyze this way, put you are kind and compassion, thanks for the anger causing me, whoever causing me anger is very thankful because without he caused me this anger, I will have not this opportunity. And then I don't have this opportunity, I will have to take a long time to get enlightenment. So this is a minor way to walk in the path. Those did the many different kind of things, like rejoicing things, one of them, but anger this way they use it. So these are the very important part of the, so that's where you're looking, then anger, who enemy, when you say enemy, they are the causing anger us. So we get anger from them. But then when you get anger, you can realize where come from anger, post place. And this will be make adjusting you a little bit kind of, before you uptight anger, so suddenly you look at where come from, what the essence. The post place mind is then when producing these things. And the mind is not really existence. No shape, no color, mind you cannot see. So that means the kind of principle would cause the anger is not existing there. Then after all, anger comes, somebody caused me to anger, and then these two things make the anger become very vivid, clearly experienced. But I don't see it, it comes there, son. So anger is not have tangible things. When you get anger, you cannot see shape and color and long and tall, bad and good. Is anger is anger. So look, essence of the anger is empty itself. So that will be making a little bit space there. You can not acting. That will be purifying lots of purifications. Then any other purification you do, this moment you have lots of purification, even the pure moment, 1 second. So that is kind of giving anger who caused me this, causing me anger is giving lots of opportunity for me. But the desire part contribute me more desire, more negative. Ignorant part also that same things in different part. But anger is giving me great benefit. That is hard to be possibly aware that how beauty there. And when you see all this thing, you try, certainly you gain confidence on it. Time to time come, you sit down that way, and you can, one time very difficult, you try, and up to all the end, you feel something, this work. Second time get more work, third time more work. They repeat again, then when the time comes, the anger comes, you're ready because you're taming your mind. So therefore repeating, that means I know now, so I'll practice later. That will not work. You have to practice. And many people are changing sadhana to sadhana, practice to practice, teaching to teaching, different. And good to hearing the teaching, reflecting teaching, for sure, that will help in your practice, But practice changing doesn't help. It kind of changing subject of practice doesn't help. You practice one thing until you get through the result of that practice. And that's a good idea. So don't try to think this not work, I maybe work this. This not work, next one will not work. Your mind, the same things. The practice, the same things. The methods, different way. Buddha taught 84,000 different teachings. One shaloka, what we're talking is one shaloka, you understanding detail, all the shaloka. You don't need any, that very shaloka will bring you enlightenment. But we need lots of things get try to different information giving to see where you can able to walk on, So therefore, it's many strangers. This Bodhisattva be 37 of them. So we are now 33. So now we move in 34. Zumen tseki yansam tuk gyurshing, gewe seki jizo nyam gyurshing, tijir yangi itu miyongwe, tsik tsuk bongpa gese la lanes. That's 34 now. We are 34, right? Yes. Okay. Zumen tseki yansam tuk gyurshing. Zumen tsik means like harsh talk. It means that your word make other people unpleasant hearing for your word. That's called tsiktsuk, harsh talk. So harsh work and tsumutsiki is a word, harsh word, caused to destroy other people's mind. Whenever I'm harsh things I'm saying, suddenly the other person's mind becomes a little bit upsetting. Jensim to jensim, other mind took yursing, meaning that kind of become emotion or very agitative and cause some kind of thought come up negatively. So that our word, harsh word to other people you say, that make other people's mind become confused. So then, so this case, when if you do so, harsh work you're doing someone in storage, destructing our mind, our other people's mind. And what you do is Gewe Seki Jusu Nyamjurwes, the Bodhisattva conduct, decreasing Bodhisattva conduct. Because you are an unpleasant word giving other people mentally distracted. So this make we are decreasing our Bodhisattva conduct that we have taken as a vow to not harm no one, that as we have begun. So the decreasing conduct of the Bodhisattva path, Bodhisattva way. So this reason, so the harsh word is causing, distracting our people's mind and decreasing our Bodhisattva conduct, what vow we took. Tichir meaning therefore, yengi to mionwe, therefore, do not unpleasant to other people's mind. Do not unpleasant to other people's mind by your such harsh talk. So this can cause lots of defect on your path. Bodhisattva who follow the path of enlightenment, the Bodhisattva avoided all the harsh talk. They never talk harsh. So it is more, using your speech negative. So who to follow the Bodhisattva path to enlightenment, those Bodhisattva completely avoided those harsh talks to destructing other people's mind. And then also once vow with taking Bodhisattva conduct, that did a kind of decreasing that too. So that is not good to perform these kind of things negatively. And that's the speech part. So this is 34. We'll see where we go now. Almost finishing now then. Nyemo Gomnang, so that's 35 now. 37 days we're finishing now, thing looks like. Yeah. Nyemo Gomna Nyembu Dokawe. Tenshi Kibu Nyembu Tsenzungne. It's Nyemo Gomna. Nyembu Dokawe meaning Nyemo Gomna meaning that one really familiarized, customated your afflicted mind to very afflicted. So much afflicted, so you were kind of customated, meaning you easily angry, easily desire, easily proud, jealous, all these things easily. And so that is too customated and too familiarized them. So then, this case, there's no remedy to reverse that kind of attitude, that kind of afflicted mind. Nyembu dokawe, nyembu meaning remedy. Dokawe meaning difficult to reverse them. So that is when you careless, your mind becomes allowed to anger, desire, stupidity, that's mean poison, then again jealous, proud, and greed. And then up to all these things making your hope and doubt, everything comes and then trembling your mind. And so that is a time, so far you have too bad, and then not able to reverse by your reply, applying their antidote, remedy, because you are too much familiar, too much customated this. Some people smoking one after another, sometimes they talking, keep talking, smoking. Even they don't know they're smoking, but they're hobby to take out matches and just lightning smoking. So these things, we are so much allowed crazy to anger, desire, stupidity, proud, jealous, greed. Just let go this way, so don't control them. And then you familiarize too much, there are no antidote. Hard to reverse to any remedies. So now his Denshi Kibu Nyembi Tsunzungne say, so it's Dokkawe meaning it's hard to reverse that hobby. Hard to reverse the hobby. That not say cannot do it. Just it's difficult, but you could do it. Tenshi kibi nyimbi tsenzungne. What you need here, tenshi meaning the awareness. Your awareness, aware where you are, what you're doing, what you're saying, what you think. You aware is a kind of tempa means memory. Shi meaning acknowledging. So then memory meaning that subject what you are continuing or subject that you're meditating, you're remembering that. Then remembering, then fully aware that you acknowledge the clarity of that, what your present time. So you very present. So this present become one individual, powerful individual example like that. So that will be the remedy. Tenshi gibi nyimpi chen zong ne, meaning the person like individual like this awareness, aware. That is like individual. So then this individual is the kind of what is our awareness is the really your remedy. And Chen Zungne is holding as implement to remedy of this awareness for who impossible to reverse that, uplifting becomes purifying them. But this awareness become you customate your mindfulness. This mindfulness may be better use it. Mindfulness you're more customated, and then that mindfulness become remedy to the reverse that hobby long time you customated. So they say chaksuk nyomu tangpu ki matak. So here says desire and etc. All the afflicted mind first time come in your mind. Moment you come, immediately that delete it, maybe not good enough to say delete it. Immediately burjom meaning the bur meaning like water bubble. Water is in a bubble come from the water. Soon as bubble come, they break. They not last long. Similar that hobby of this so strong afflicted mind come, and that time your mindfulness becomes so mature now. So immediately aware that affliction is strongly come, but then your mindfulness remedy will be removed instantly. So this burjom meaning like the water bubble example is the best. Like bubble come, that nozzle immediately break. So affliction come, immediately just deleted them and disappeared them. So that was the Bodhisattva who followed the enlightenment. All these afflicted come, they not last long there. Immediately they are aware, then they will dispel them. So they are not affected. So we have to acknowledge this problem, then customate this problem with the mindfulness. Mindfulness restraint to get more mature, and that become the antidote, remedy. And that's for this antidote is more especially implement for the strong afflicted mind. So that mindfulness customated become mature, more strong, aware immediately, then they dispel them by just like water bubble pop, bubble come, bubble pop, disappear there. So this way, so Bodhisattva does that way, but we also learn how to do this. And so that's the Bodhisattva 35. So now 36. Donna kantu chulam chiche jangs rangi semki negap chida shis. So in short, you say kantu chulam kanche jang means in the short, wherever you, whatever conducting conducting, but rangi semgi nekap chirashi, one's mind aware during this moment what was going on in my mind. So in short, whatever activity, Chulam means whatever activity, whatever I do, I have to aware that is very important. Our mind have to aware this moment, what my state of mind, what I'm focusing, in mindfulness, or I'm distracted. You're distracted, you bring down to the mindfulness, and to restrain your mindfulness. Wherever you're going on in the moment, your mind, you aware each and every second. So next sentence says, Gyuntu tenda shishin tenpai, meaning that sustaining always, you fully aware. With awareness continually, Yenden to Pagese Lale means so Guntu Trenta Shishin Dembai is Guntu mean always remembering what state of your mind, acknowledging what state of your mind. Within this full mindfulness, always do benefit other. That's the Bodhisattva way, Bodhisattva practice, and way to get enlightenment. So they do that way. Gyuntu tenda shishin demba is always sustaining their awareness and the memory daily, sit practicing, benefit others with full mindfulness. So that 36 now here. So one sentence and one shloka we need to finish, I think. But you do have some more, a little bit. But this last one is, so now is the last conclusion, 37 stanza here. Tetar tsimpe dupe gewa nams, taye doyu dongal sel jechir, korsum nambar takbe shirab ji chanchung ngawa geze lalengins. So now is kind of dedicating this kid, what you have, this whole class, we talk about the good things here. So this case, I have received this teaching from Dalai Lama also, and Thangu Rinpoche, and also I received this teaching from Khenpo Tsultrim Rinpoche. So I think a few Lama have transmitted these things. So that case, I don't know how I did very well. I did my best because language, I'm too old man, a little tired too. Sometimes when I have energy, I can say better, use better word and better energy, better drum. You make clear. Sometimes I get clumsy, lazy involved there too. So this make I not convey everything. But the lineage I received, all of them, but great Bodhisattva themselves, who transmitted me. One thing I have treasured myself, whoever I received the teaching, my teacher is great beings. They are not ordinary beings. They are all great Bodhisattva. So I don't have contradict with my teacher. I have no doubt they are true enlightenment. So they transmitted me. And then I keep this way relationship with my teachers, very clean, clear samaya. So that make my teaching is what I get them to, they give the blessing. I can, even I'm not good practitioner, I'm not do good job. Blessing is there. So therefore I give it to you this. If you want to use it accordingly, it will be helpful, beneficial for you. So that's all my hope that will benefit. So I try to make this time, this teaching completely finished, actually. I don't know how much I did it. So this last one, he said, meaning here say, like it was, accomplish diligently virtue action, this virtuous action, diligently accomplish, like was Thai Roa Doi Dongal Selje Chiris, meaning in order to dispel suffering of endless sentient beings. Thai meaning measureless, all sentient being. Suffering is this will be dispelled, all suffering of infinite sentient beings by these virtues. So this reason, korsum number tak bishirab ki, meaning the korsum is here says spear, three spear, pure, perfect three spear, wisdom. So three spear korsum, that means I'm one who accumulated merit, teaching you, I hope. And then second, who you are receiving this teaching. And third one, what teaching was I giving? So this is three spear now. I, you, and teachings. There's three things that's called three spear. So these three spear, perfect and pure, pure and perfect, and this three spear, perfect and pure wisdom, paramitas, wisdom paramitas. I dedicate this to enlightenment. So this case here said the Bodhisattva who follow the path to get enlightenment, they dedicating all this merit with attaining enlightenments. And they dedicate with wisdom, three spear, not clinging, you sentient being, not clinging myself, and not clinging the virtue what I'm giving you. So this is in spacious emptiness, not really inherent existence also. So after all, the wisdom is very important to make all paramita. You have no wisdom, so paramita will be not getting enlightenment. And wisdom paramita will cause the enlightenment what your virtue, what you do. So wisdom paramita is very important. Here say pure wisdom, three spear and pure wisdom, and dedicate this to enlightenment. And that is the way the Bodhisattva get enlightenment. This is saying that. So this is the last sentence, it's in 37, we're finishing. But we do have some little author, he did something. This is easy, I can translate. Dogi tenjin namne sungpe ten, meaning say, Sutra and Tantra and Shastra has spoken these things. That this meaning come from this Sutra and Tantra and Shastra. So I who have following to their word of the genuine great Bodhisattva, Tambanamgi Sungi Jedhanes, this all Sutra and Tantra Shastra, who has been in direct from Buddha, and then also I who have following the lineage, great master, and I who wrote called 37 stanza, the Bodhisattva can practice this 37 stanza. So I wrote this in order to someone who can practice on this path. Yes, Lama, I mean, part of the Bodhisattva, one wish to be everybody following that path. That purpose, I wrote this. This meaning, the master Ngulchu Tongme wrote this. He's saying he wrote this based on Sutra, Tantra, and Shastra. Then he hearing transmission from his own teacher, and so through this blessing, and he have write this 37 stanza. of the way the Bodhisattva practice on the path of enlightenment. So I'm writing this also, arrange here 37 stanza. This also he want to, one who read and learn this, he want to not just intellectually doing, but really practice. Guess lamla lobdu tendu kyes in order to desire to practice this in the path of the Bodhisattva. This reason I arranged this text here. So he giving the reason why he practices it, not meaning intellectual development or something, learn something special, but this is really wanting to train your mind, follow this path, then you get enlightenment through this path. So this is again, he done made up from Sutra and Tantra Shastra based on, and he received the transmission from his genuine great master. So then he put together and make the 37 stanza, a part of enlightenment from Bodhisattva way to attain enlightenment. So someone, I desire, I wish it, you who can see this and study and practice, one who want to learn and put into oneself to a full awakening. So that's not the stanza is finished, but he giving remark of why he did that. So this is author himself. He says in the putting down himself, break down proud. Lodu mentioned Jangpa Chungwe Chirit. I am low intellectual, and Jangpa Chungwe is a very little study. Therefore, I cannot write precisely please to scholar. But this text relying on sutra based on Buddha teaching and great master who have transmitted this teaching to down, their word. I'm relying on their word and Buddha's word. I rely on them. So therefore, this text is not bad. Gyalse Lalin told me like Prasams, he said that it is unmistaken, well drawn path to enlightenment by Bodhisattva way. So he says that this is such things, but one time he put down, he's not learned, he's so, but he lots of commentary. He wrote Indian master, that's, Pandit wrote text, philosophical thing, he commented. But he's very learned, but himself put down. He doesn't want to proud, big deal. I'm no one, I'm nothing, no. But I'm never away from Buddha's word. My genuine teacher taught me, I'm not away from it. I never make it myself. So therefore it is called 37 stanza of Bodhisattva way to enlightenment. And so I wrote this with wish to someone following this text to get meaningful creations. But he is Lodu mention meaning I'm so low intelligent, I'm not intelligent. Jangpa Chung means I never study too much, but he know all. Look at his story, who he is, but he never want a big deal, a big thing, a big shot. So therefore, you don't expect it. My text will be impressed any one-head, learned, pandita, wise people. They will not impressed by my text because I don't have grammar and so on. But then later he says, well, I'm relying on this based on the Buddha Sutra, and my genuine master has been giving the word. That's what we put together. I unmistakably arrange it here. So that case, he said, unmistake path to enlightenment. So giving everything here. So he's quite interesting because he don't want to be himself big shot, So now has the last one. He's a one young guess it. But great Bodhisattva have great activity, great conduct for benefit sentient being. Lo mean that think about low faculty like me, how I can, from deep, profound teaching, I can explain to you. This Bodhisattva was highly enlightened. I can not able to explaining Bodhisattva things, Lome Dagdi, Tingba Kavichere means low faculty like me cannot deep and profound explaining these things. So therefore, anything I mistake, I have not anything word come from the Buddhas may be little different. You see, all the fault and defect I compass to all genuine master who has Bodhisattva. I compass them. Please forget me any mistake I did this. From this, whatever arise virtues, I gain from it. By these virtues, all the beings may absolute truth and relative truth of bodhicitta, which is very excellent. May sitan shive thala mine par may be nay not abiding in samsara and not abiding nirvana. May attain state of equal to Lord Protector our Lokiteshvara. So he dedicated that way. So this case we have all the 37 is finished. This is the all I have transmission from this 35 last conclusion. He remarked some there. Okay, so up to all we finish. I'm very happy with that. Okay. Okay, so
thank you.
And any question you can
We
have.
have about 15 minutes
Okay.
for questions.
Please. Yes, please.
Thank you, Rinpoche.
You're welcome.
My question is going to go into stanza 33. How do we balance the love for people that are close to us while also not being attached? Like if we were talking about the love for a child, and then but not also being attached, or the love for your spouse or something, but not being attached.
33, right? So you mean talking about not you have family, wife,
Right.
but not clinging them
Right.
and treat equally indifferent one, even your enemies, so equally treated. So how we can do this, right? It is beginning a little hard and uncomfortable, Somebody like enemy who really don't say good things and think not good and behaving not good. So normally how I can handle with that is I have to yell and shout it or run away, we have to do something with that. So independent one is we ignore them because nothing to do with that. Then we relative one we really attach, So this is mine. So that's the case very much I attach. So how do you make them equal, right? So that is the equanimity we call, So how we do is that, see, your family you love them, you protecting them from sufferings, and giving them and guard them to enlighten happiness. We post them happiness, not enlightenment. That's normal. All ordinary people. I have family, I care my family, especially my wife, my children, my parents. Those are very important. So I have care them, So I want to protect them for sure. Whatever case they have suffering come, first I go to protect them, verbally, physically, or mentally. And that is we have. And so why you do this when you have family getting trouble there, causing suffering somebody, so I have to protect them to not to suffer. Actually, that's really compassion. That compassion is a little bit worldly sense of compassion. You clinging to them, but still compassion, not spiritual compassion. But then also they wish to happiness, craving to happiness, but they see they need it and will do it. Physically, verbally, mentally, whatever it takes, you give that. That's a love. You're giving them cause to happiness. Cause of happiness, wish to happiness is love and kindness. Wish to free from suffering is your compassion. That way these two words, compassion, love, go. So in this case, you love them because you clinging them, because that's your wife, your children. And somebody want to happiness, ever you want to them give happiness, you not. It's not my responsible. Maybe sorry for that. That's normal human saying. But actually, you not react to make them happy because you have no time for that. But your family, you touch closely, you make time for them, free their suffering and give them happiness. But someone that needs the same things, you don't want to do it because you're busy with them and you attach more. So this keep me suffering, So now because they have my family, I have big family. A big family have all kind of problem them, not me only, but they have somebody they don't like them, causing suffering to them, and lots of things they contribute by outside, and then you will be angry to them. Why you angry to them? Because you are attached to your family. So attachment being you more angry there, see. So that makes your compassion polluted, obscure there. Because your attachment, obviously, then you get angry there because you not get fulfill your desire. Then in this case, you are not equal, not even, you are bumpy. Because you caused by this causing there, so that's kind of your attachment causing the anger there. But then next, you can see the some there, nothing to do with you. They want exactly your family want. For example, your wife want something, you're ready to give that, no matter what way, because you love them. But then indifferent one want the same things. You'll say, you're foolish, you get from somewhere, you have nothing to do with me. You never done anything for me, I never know you, who you are. So I deny, it's completely my stupid there. So block there. So now my compassion doesn't go. Fence around your compassions. By attachment possibly, fencing around, you're not allowed. The deny in a different, some people who doesn't know anything that you will be not care them. The angry part, of course, the anger, another one's the anger. So if you get angry to someone, your enemy, you're not interested in anything, rather you're ready to fight and kill him. That's normal thought, But then you knowing how benefit, you see how defect if you act your anger, how much benefit you act positively the anger. So you can see that, your enemy become more helpful than your loved one. Your loved one not contributing long run any happiness, cause suffering. But the enemy offer you some opportunity, but you have to intelligent, wisdom enough to, what you call, use it that, opportunity. So that enemy becomes most important this way. Then you equalize my enemy here, my indifferent here, my enemy here, my loved one here, my family here, indifferent group here, and an anger person here. Leave them. Question to each of them. They say same things. He say, you want to be happy? Everybody say, yes, I want to be happy. Do you have any suffering? They say, no, I don't. So anger person can say, indifferent person can say, your loved one can say. So that case you can see you have to get love to all of them, wish to happiness, and compassion to all of them, free of their suffering as much you can. First you motivate it. That bodhicitta we call also two different kind of bodhicitta. Pause absolutely and relative, and relative have two different one too. So this pause some thinking, want to help them. Second, am I really doing it? So that's two things, that two different motivation, two stage. So that's why pause you develop mentally, cultivate, wish to benefit. Then you can see easily there's kind of opportunity come, you can contribute little things. When you little things and they develop slowly, bigger thing you can able to do it. So when we this way, then you equal your family, enemy, indifferent one, no different. So that's you have to meditate and mind training, lojong training. They have so many way to go through. And then it is on there is a Ken Mekhalat, one of last Guru Kalurum, which is a translator. He translated that book, mind trainings, 7-point mind trainings. It come from the Atisha tradition, Kadamba tradition. Very wonderful. So later somebody wrote more clear. He was an English person, but his English good and he get guess most of them, but get all meaning come out. But there's some Tibetan translated, they have get better actually, So that you can read in that text is a very good beginning to even when you go to Nyungne, take those texts time to time, then you'll put your shape there, time. And so jewel ornament liberation is one of them, also helpful when they read. And Nyungne time you have lots of time to do that, but there's lots of chanting, meditation also. And most time we chanting there, So not eating one day, you'll have find out, but anyway, you'll learn that, no problem. Young enough, energy enough, you'll do okay. So, okay, this is the one question. Any question, one I can take it, anyone have some?
I just had a comment, Representative.
Yes.
You were just talking about the bodhicitta, the special recollection of kindness. I just was wondering if I got the Tibetan right. Is it Drindre Kye Par Ba?
Tibetan, what chapter, what you say?
It was the 33.
33.
Where it talks about the loved ones, the neutral beings, and the difficult beings.
Mm-hmm. So you want to know where is in Tibetan?
Yeah, is that the Tibetan? Is that how to say it?
Tibetan is there. What I'm talking is kind of commentary coming up there, but it's not in the word here.
Okay. Yeah.
Here is different, but we elaborated from this word to then this one that we're talking. What are you talking to him? Right. Yes, but in just I suggest a text and mind training in Lojong. You have that text, you carry around that. That text explain those things more about what I'm talking to him.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Rinpoche. So we'll do the dedication prayer starting on page 13.
Yede meje dumbe jinlaji, Chitra ngawai melai dubai sho. So we have tomorrow, I think you have daily Chinese practicing tomorrow, right? So that is welcome, and I think someone will be in the shine room, 6 o'clock or 6:30 you are starting, huh?
We can start at 6 o'clock if you'd like us to.
Good, we'll start here 6 o'clock too. So practice there.
Yes.
End of the practice, you can come here to join with us. I'm going to do tomorrow. Someone asked me giving refuge, and I will be explaining for a few hours about the refuge. Make sure him to understand. Then you give some ceremony, maybe one, maybe more. I don't know. So one guy, actually, he took refuge somewhere. But I said, you don't need to take refuge again. But he said, no, I am feeling with you. I have to take refuge from you. So I said, okay. So tomorrow we'll do some teaching refuge. Then you want to listen in refuge prayer, refuge teaching, you welcome to hear. And you go to practice Chinese or leading there. So you go there. At the end, finish there, you can come here, join last, we dedicate together here. Okay, so that's the plan, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So morning sometime we can see how many people are refuge taking.
I'll try to.
But he have everything, so he showed me. But I said, you have everything, what you need? He said, no, I have different feeling I really want to do here with you. So I tell, okay, but I will look like he doesn't get any explaining. Somebody give it, say you take refuge.
Is there anybody here right now that's interested in taking refuge with Rinpoche tomorrow?
With someone there.
There's someone there.
So you come here 6 o'clock, right? 6 o'clock.
o'clock.
So we explaining before refuge, make sure what was main, that is important beginning. So I will be do that, okay? So whoever coming teaching, you can come here to listen this for you. If you already know, so you review again, it'll be good, okay? And then somebody direct Chinese go to in the temple over there, okay? Thank you very much. I really appreciate, okay.
Thank you, Rinpoche. Just an announcement that the bookstore will be open. We have several